more. I thought idiot was like just an accomplishment. You know what I mean? I didn't realize there was a scale to it.
No, I think there's a scale.
You sure?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's if you're saying I just look like an idiot, like I can't help that. But if I do dumb things that are even worse, I feel like that's even more of an idiot.
Yeah, I guess so. But I feel like once you cross that line, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter.
Sure. I mean, I hear what you're saying. The fuck is that?
Oh, fuck, my bad.
Expletives, just...
He felt bad. He didn't want you taking all the idiot. He wanted some for himself.
That's what it was. Well, no, I wanted to make it sound like Stephen was just really mad and he was just going on
Oh, yeah. That could definitely...
on a mother.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So,
Shout out to the one person joining us right now.
shout out to number one. Why hand me anything if I can't eat it?
To throw it away?
I don't know. It's actually Eric's question.
What was my question? Oh, why give me something if I can't eat it? Yeah.
Don't forget to switch that camera over to you, boy.
Yeah, see, the thing is, my theory is that in the history of everything so far, people have definitely tried to eat something and then sue the company for it. And if it doesn't have a clear label that I can't eat it, I might eat it.
Like those little salt things?
Yes.
Oh, those salt or the like preservative packets that suck the air out of packages, and
The
they have
moisture.
those really like accurate cartoons on them of a human eating them.
Yeah.
Like the do not.
It's basically a photo of the last person that did it.
The photos always remind me of the way that South Park depicts Canadians. You know, because
Floppy heads.
where they like split in half because it's always just like a line drawing of somebody's mouth agape. And
Yeah, they had
the back.
they had Drake and Justin Bieber on South Park, and I was really pissed off that they didn't have floppy heads.
They didn't have floppy heads? Wow. That is disappointing. I'd be disappointed too if I saw that.
It'd be so much funnier.
Now I'm only going to picture Drake with a floppy head. Now you've connected those two dots for me that he's Canadian, and now
yeah.
his South Park image can live
Floppy
in my
head Drake. Boy.
Oh, we don't have Drake on that little pad?
The closest thing to Drake is
How was that the closest to Drake?
Thank you for asking.
that's a fantastic question. You're really good at asking questions.
I thought you were gonna do it again.
William Knife Man.
Anyway,
That's the best one we have.
That's a classic. I have an idea for another one, or I want another one on there. I know exactly where it is. I'll tell you later, Eric.
Ooh.
Is that
all right, I'll stop.
Is that out of the stock box there, or is that one you picked?
100% just thought of it.
A laugh track, just in case people forget to laugh at my really good jokes, you know?
Very nice. Very nice.
I need a graphic that says laugh.
Thanks, studio audience.
All right, so you guys could tell we haven't been here in a while, and we're having a little bit of fun with the new setup.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
This is
it's been a minute since we've gotten to...
December 2nd was our last one.
Holy buckets, is that right? Mm-hmm. Holy buckets.
It's our first one for the year.
Yeah, it's 2022, first one. Just getting to it in April.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think that's about?
I think we got caught up in a lot of stuff. Well, I was down to record last time we said we were gonna.
You almost canceled today. What do you mean?
That's an almost, and I'm sitting here, so.
You were like moments away from canceling.
I
today.
was.
If I didn't tell you that we had an Instagram post that already promised everybody we'd be on, you'd be at home right now jacking off.
Probably not that, but we wouldn't be doing this right now. That's true.
What would you be doing?
I mean, honestly, going to bed soon. Yeah.
You know, it's that post-nut sleepiness. I hear you.
Just mix a batch and get to bed.
Might as well. What else are you gonna do? Not doing a podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, because, outside of this, I don't do anything but masturbate. Yeah.
I knew it.
So,
I fucking knew it.
I'm glad to have this back in my life. Thanks, everybody.
I'm glad to have an area to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got these new chairs.
Hell
Good
yeah.
job on the snag on the chairs. We even have one that it's so nice that we just have one to look at.
This
This
for the
is
phones,
Eric's.
really?
This is Eric's chair, but he's also up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a privilege to have 2 chairs, and I appreciate that.
Yo, no lie, dude. When we were looking for chairs, I got so fucking annoyed by it because it's like chairs are one of the most expensive fucking things you could buy for no goddamn reason. Every time I saw one, it'd be like, yo, look at this simple, basic chair. All
Elegant,
gray, all black, simple, nothing crazy, whatever. How much do you want for it? And these motherfuckers would be used. And they want 615 ass. I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind.
For a single chair? Holy.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, what kind of wood was it made out
I
of?
don't know, dude. It's like, it was normal. That was the normal price for chairs.
Wow. I had no idea.
Fucking stupid.
These chairs must have been at least that then.
I mean, I'm going to assume they were made from like the wood of, you know, Christopher Columbus whack ass shit, boy. These are the chairs of the Santa Maria, boy.
We actually have one wood from the Pina, the Santa Maria, and that other slave ship that he did.
The third one.
The
Yeah.
bitch.
The what?
That hoe ass ship.
The whole ass ship.
Oh, yeah.
The whole ship.
No. How much did that ship? The whole ship, cuz?
Oh man. Jokes are warming up still, sounds like.
I don't know. I felt like that was a good one. Hoe ship. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you should do the intro.
Which ship?
though.
What with the hose?
You should do the intro. I haven't heard it in so long.
Well, that's cool, but I've never done the intro on command. I'm not gonna fucking start now. It's goddamn episode 41.
Yeah.
We're not gonna start now. You know what I mean?
Does this
We
location
got to segue into it.
does this location is it as undisclosed as the last two?
What do you mean? What?
Is this another undisclosed location? That's the name of this.
No, this is
location.
Eric Media Studios, boy.
Ooh.
Official.
41 episodes in, and we're in the studio finally.
Hell yeah.
I love it. Looks good in here.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. That's all I have to say.
I look really angelic. I feel like with this plant and light behind me. Like,
You are. You,
Oh, yeah.
don't, you,
Very-
you don't just look it. You are.
well,
I feel like my light ain't went off.
shucks.
Yeah, I gotta get a stand for that.
I want a plant too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can have this one. It keeps tickling the back of my head. Like, who's back there? Oh, just the plant.
If y'all are playing along, every time Steven laughs, take a shot. If it's the plant, take a shot. If it's a genuine laugh.
Speaking of shots, let me shoot this intro real quick. What day is it? April 8th?
April 8th.
Goddamn, April 8th, 2022, boy. That's the first word of the year. My name's Justin. To my left, your right, that's going to be Steven.
Yo,
Straight ahead of us, producer always, Eric.
Yo.
Flip that camera to you, boy.
I know I'm not used to
What's
it.
the
My
point of
bad.
having
I
a
gotta-
fun
I
ass
know.
switch if you never fucking switch?
oh, come on.
No.
God damn it. It's the Lone Ranger versus Tonto. Open this motherfucker.
Hey, there it is.
I'm talking about?
There it is. Welcome, everybody. Good to have you guys.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah.
Enjoy your flight.
Feliz Navidad. I think we did miss, I guess, Christmas. So,
Uh-huh.
how do you say Happy Easter in Spanish?
Feliz Jesus Cristo.
Happy Jesus Christ.
Am I wrong?
I don't know how
Well, his
happy he might
birthday
have
is
been at
more
that
Christmas.
time.
It's got to be like isn't Easter the zombie one
Yeah.
No. He arose.
from the dead, right? That's what I mean by zombie.
Maybe
Yeah,
he wasn't
that's
dead.
what-
Maybe that was
Reenact-
exaggerated.
I don't know how
Reanimation.
Maybe it was exaggerated. Maybe he was in a coma.
They put him up on that cross, stabbed him in the.
I mean, that's still pretty crazy, right?
Pontius Pilate was like, ah,
You know what I mean? The year
Got it.
fucking 0 AD and shit.
good. I mean, zero AD.
No, what?
I think the preferred term is 0 BCE.
Is it?
Or BC,
actually, I
one of the
think
two.
it
Or
was-
sorry, CE or BCE are the two.
Wasn't he like 28 or 30 something when that happened?
33, I think.
Oh, see, so it would have been the year 33.
No, because
His-
it didn't start when he was born, boy.
What do you mean before Christ?
religions are hard, right? Like, who knows? I don't know. Calendar and all that. They worked real hard for a long time to figure out them calendar.
Maybe BCE didn't stand for before Christ.
It doesn't stand for BCE. Doesn't.
No,
it stands for before coma and serio.
before crucifixion.
Before the coma era is actually what it stands for. BCE. Yeah,
It was
that's
April
what it is.
3rd, AD 33.
Oh, damn. It was almost fucking...
4333. It was almost 3333.
See, there's something in there. If I was if I was someone else, I would say
number
that's
file?
an angel number.
Angelic numbers.
Now, is it a coincidence that it's also around the spring solstice?
Depends on who you ask.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the sun returns? Or am I start with that pagan stuff? My bad.
Whoa, careful. Whoa, this
My
is
bad.
a Christian show, I thought.
I don't know. Not one
It's
dude
not.
named
It's
Christian.
not.
It's atheism for Lent.
That's what you're giving up atheism for Lent?
No, it's become an atheist for Lent.
Oh. I think
Gotta
it'd be
fast.
funnier to give up atheism for Lent.
That'd be pretty tight.
40 days a year, I'm a devout Christian. After that, fuck God.
Whoa. All right. Nobody talks about
Okay.
Kobe that way.
Sorry, fuck all gods, I guess, is a true atheist.
Nobody
stance.
talks about Kobe that way.
Kobe Bryant. Do you guys sometimes forget that he passed away?
Hell no. What the fuck?
Well, no, I'll be like, oh, Kobe. And then I'm like, all right.
Oh, Kobe.
Then I have to like,
Oh, Kobe.
I guess I'm just still in
Kobe.
denial of it. I'm moving through my Kobe grief, and I guess I'm just still in denial. I see it or I remember it, and I'm like, damn, that did happen. Like a plane, like
R.I.P.
a helicopter crash. Bummer.
Helicopters are scary, fool.
They are.
You guys ever been in one?
Hell no. They're fucking scary. What the fuck?
You wouldn't ride in one?
Fuck
I'd-
no.
I'd-
Somebody's like, let's go up in this helicopter. You'd
I'd
be like, nah.
prefer a helicopter to a plane. I get how spinning something around really fast would turn it into a flying vehicle. I don't understand planes. I mean, I understand planes. I get that like the wings are shaped in a way so that like the downward lift
Hold on,
pushes
hold on,
it
hold
up more than the I get it, but like spinning makes
No, but
sense.
you see birds do it all the time. You don't see no birds with spinning propellers. Not one.
birds flap.
So what? And then they coast.
When they invent a plane that flaps, I'm in.
Nah, man. I'd rather be in a hot air balloon.
So that happens. The Wright brothers are the wrong brothers to me.
Your team helicopter.
Yes.
Justin won't even get in one.
Not after Kobe died. What the fuck? Killed the goat, boy. You won't get anything that killed the goat? That's the enemy now, boy.
That's the enemy now.
What the fuck?
I ain't going out like that.
You know what I mean?
A helicopter? No,
Hell nah.
No, I'm in. I'd love to ride in a helicopter. Have you ever been in a hot air balloon?
Nah.
That's a fucking scary experience.
Yeah,
You're in
It
a
looks
basket.
cool, though, at like the balloon festival.
Sure, but you're in a
does.
basket, like a wicker basket, just like you put
Fuck
your
yeah.
eggs in as a kid in Easter. You're in a big ass version
Things
of that.
I understand.
There ain't no seatbelts. There ain't no nothing, and you're just holding on to the edge, and you're
Stay
like,
inside
what?
the basket at all times.
That is a rule. Yeah, they make that very clear. But it's scary, man, because if the wind hits it, there's not much you can do. Like there's not control really in a hot air balloon in terms of right, left, or like any kind of directional in the like flat plane. You can only go up or down in control.
Tell that to the Wizard of Oz, boy.
Did he fly a hot air balloon?
Fuck yeah, he did.
That was a blimp, wasn't it?
A hot air balloon.
Did you guys know that there's only like 4 blimps left in the world?
That's because they're fucking dangerous. Somebody was like, hey, that balloon, let's make a big one.
Yo, check this video out. And to anybody watching, it is in the chat. The link to this video is in the chat.
Can they hear it?
Probably not.
Neither can I. Oh, shit.
This has
Oh,
definitely
them boys.
happened
Oh,
to me.
shit. They're going 3-wheel motion. I didn't even know a balloon could go 3-wheel motion. That shit's hard, boy. That looked like a lowrider balloon, boy.
Because when this happens, the pilot is like, get down. And you have to like get down into the bottom of the basket.
No,
and
no,
it
no.
just like fucking drags on the ground and bounces until it like pretty much they can deflate the envelope.
No, that wasn't a hot air balloon. That was a blimp. That's the 3-wheel motion blimp that Ice Cube was talking about had his name on it, boy.
Ice Cube's a pimp.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're watching again.
You can hear it too.
Oh, shit. Oh, hell no. But at least they're on the ground already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that would suck, but it would, like, that would suck as much as, like,
A bad landing on a plane.
I mean, they weren't even going that fast. You know what I mean? That'd be like being dragged behind a golf cart. I mean, it would suck. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like the worst thing that could happen to
you're
you.
cruising faster than you go in a golf cart.
Hot air balloons go 8 to 10 miles an hour.
That ain't shit. I could run 15 miles an hour, boy. All right, maybe 12. Maybe 11.
I'm just telling you, they do that like I think in just their motion. But when that happens, when you get tipped over, it's because the wind has taken it and pushed it. And now the wind's like blowing into the balloon, right, to pull you along. And if it's a strong enough wind current, you're going to start going fast. But if it dies down, you usually become okay. And they like close the envelope down. And, you know,
Is
there's a
wind
pilot.
not like one of the wildest things on Earth?
I think it's the worst kind of weather to experience.
Did y'all see that owl? Fucking
Yeah.
9 News or something posted an owl that got caught in the wind. And then it ended up all wrapped up in a barbed wire fence.
No,
I don't want to look that up. Never mind.
it sounds brutal.
Why? I mean, I think he was alive still.
9 News owl.
Yeah,
Fine.
Is it here?
Outside of cloud.
I think so. We're the ones. I mean, it's 9 News. We're the ones who had all the wind lately.
Famous owl family likely killed by rat poison.
Oh,
Owl rescued after getting tangled up in a barbed wire fence.
there we go. See,
Arapahoe.
Look at that.
Current
County.
events.
I hate news websites so much.
oh yeah. Well, they don't have commercials, so they're
I
trying to
have
figure out how to
AdBlock
fucking.
on right now. I don't even know where it is. Oh, there's
Go to the
5
top.
sponsors. No, fuck them.
Go to the top. It's right there.
Oh.
You're looking at it. That shit wild as hell, boy. Imagine you're trying to fly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then the barbed wire gets you, you know? At least, like, planes, they're not at risk of the barbed wire. You know what I mean?
True. They're not.
Speaking of, there's that plane in China that went down like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Wild.
What?
Everyone died.
Oh yeah, that just the plane crashed. It is pretty rare to see planes crash these days.
That's like the third one of that model.
That was that Boeing one, right? And that like maybe a year and a half before that those 2 Boeing planes, and they ripped all the Boeings like pretty much out of the fleets of everything to see if it was fucked up, and they're like, "Yep, we fucked up. Our bad."
What was fucked
And
up
then
is that they
were-
contracted out half the building. They stopped building it themselves. So they contracted out, like, the plane was built by, like, it was designed by, like,
Designed in
45
California, built in China.
like 45 different companies that were not Boeing. And then put together and built by, like, 150 different companies, all not Boeing.
Capitalism.
And ain't that some shit?
That is some shit and unfortunate because, like you said, that shit was fucking nobody survived. I don't think any of those crashes, right? Like, I mean,
No.
I always get a little wilded out. I love flying in planes, but now, you know, you can get the little screen tracker on the back of the seat and tells you like your altitude and how fast you're going. And you're at like,
That's a cool plane.
you're like 500 miles an hour, 30,000 feet in
Fuck
the air when
yeah.
you fly. Like imagine something going wrong. That one in China, they said that the like descent from what they could get from just like the things coming back
nosedive.
and forth. It was like immediate. It almost purposeful it looked because it was so like, they're like, planes don't do that without being forced to, like to just go boop and straight down. And that's
Except for the first 2 that crashed. Those 2 were both, when they checked the fucking thing, they're both going up and down like this, up and down like this. Who's are calling it in, nothing's going on, and it goes down. And they found out that one of the fucking, one thing that's supposed to help them stabilize is like, was messed up. So instead of stabilizing, it just kept pushing the nose down. And then it happens again, and they're trying to act like, oh, we don't know what that was. It's just the same thing that happened the last two. The fuck you mean? I'm not getting on a plane unless it has a propeller.
There's another manufacturer of planes in the world.
Well, I
Boeing
ain't
doesn't
fucking
make all of them.
I don't give a fuck. I don't need no smart plane.
You ain't jumping on the Airbuses?
Hell no.
That's another plane company.
I know.
Airbus.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the British, isn't it?
I've flown in a bunch of Airbuses. I've always liked
all
them.
that.
No. There's regular size Airbuses, just like there's like the 737s that we normally fly on and stuff like for domestic travel.
I'm not fucking with it till they come out with the 738.
The 787, I think the 787 I think is the big ass one that has like the third like
Oh, that's too
story
many.
thing. Like, what, you don't want to fly on that plane? I want to fly on that plane.
787-9.
Those are the ones with like the first class on the top floor, second row of like or
Hell
second
no.
level.
Nope.
Yeah.
I wanna fly on a plane with propellers, boy.
Have you ever flown in a small plane?
Hell yeah.
Too scary. That is one of the scarier flights I've ever had. Is just like one of those like 60-person planes, which isn't even that small.
Hell yeah.
That
boy.
plane, I couldn't even stand up in that motherfucker. I had to walk down like this. There's only 2 seats on one side, one on the other. Before you even take off, they're like, "Sir, can you move to the other side? We're not distributing our weight correctly." And I thought it was a fat joke, and I was like, "Dang, why'd you have to single me out, lady?"
No, because they had to put the chickens on the other side, boy. Put a cage of chickens right next to you. Ming,
Watch these.
hey man, make sure these don't get out, boy.
Cage the Chicken is my favorite pop punk song. Speaking of airplanes falling down, have y'all seen the anti-gravity planes?
The what?
No.
Anti-gravity planes, so they'll fly up to 30,000 feet and then drop. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
pick back up and drop. If anybody watching wants to donate $8,000 per each one of us, I believe
yeah,
in
we
like
will.
June or July of this year, they're coming to Denver.
Fuck yeah. That's how they do.
Where you can like get a
astronaut
ride
training.
on them.
Yeah.
They do like astronaut training and shit.
And when you say anti-gravity,
It just falls, so you lose gravity. So for like a minute, everything in the plane is floating around.
so it's like
You're
a
in
really
space.
intense version of the lakeside ride that you'd like sit on the walls and it would spin and then you'd like go up. You remember that
Kind
ride?
of, except for that one, you have the force going up against you. You know what I mean? But in these ones, like everything, because it's falling. So it's like, you know how they talk about with an elevator, that when an elevator's falling, everything inside is weightless. You're not like stuck to the top or bottom. You could like jump around. It's like being in space.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. So they do like astronaut training and shit. Speaking of planes and centrifugal force and the Coriolis effect,
Science, bitch.
you know what I'm saying?
Scientific. That's actually the little cut that I wanted you to grab. Is that Lil Wayne? Scientific.
Scientific.
Eagle
That's
Street
what
to be specific.
For the first time in podcast history, Justin brought the beers. And I brought one called the Coriolis effect. We did not set that up. That's totally just by chance. And if you don't know what the Coriolis effect is, it's the earth spinning. And so, like, the idea that if you're going to fly a plane from Denver to fucking somewhere south, San Antonio, you have to account for the Coriolis effect, which is the earth spinning under you. Because if you just fly a straight line, earth keeps spinning, you'll end up in Florida.
In other terms, it's when you flush the toilet and it goes one way on one side of the world, and on the other side, it's the other way.
I think that's a myth.
No, I've seen videos.
I mean, I see videos of Bigfoot.
I mean,
They
would
say
you
that's a
just have
myth.
to put like a reflection filter on that video to make it look like it's spinning the other way?
Nah, I saw this lady doing it at the equator, and it kept going each way. It's definitely a lie, but
Look it up. Meanwhile, grab me one of these beers so I can tell you about it. Like my name is fucking Guy Spencer.
Oh, fucking guy. I forgot about them.
All right, check this out. This is a New Zealand style IPA from New Image Brewing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's got like some hints of airplane and
Penguin.
a dash of penguin.
Dash of penguin.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm still not drinking, you guys, so you're going to have to enjoy this one on your own.
Well, I will.
We have not had this. Have we had this beer on here before?
Never. That's why I
No.
bought it. I didn't know you weren't drinking, or I would have fucking got you a soda.
Yeah, my bad. We should have asked that too.
It's okay.
How the fuck would we ask that to the beer guy?
It's a good question.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Guy Spencer. He's got some.
That'd be like
questions to
ordering an
answer.
Uber and then asking the fool if he has a car or not. Be like, Uber's on the way. You think he has a car? We should hit him up. Ask
Oh
him.
no, sometimes I'll pull up on a bike.
For real? That sounds pretty tight.
Just like a tandem bicycle. Sorry, you got to work for this ride.
Well, I guess I'll tell you what this is like.
Oh, I love watching you and hear you review beers. This one is gonna be. I know what this beer tastes like, so ish. It's been a while.
Tell me a little bit about this beer while I taste it.
Nope.
What do you mean, no?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's been like over a year since I've had one of these beers, but I've had almost everything from New Image. They're in Arvada. I like them. They run a really good brewery, and it's a great place to like grab lunch too. It's over in what's that place? Old Town Arvada in Colorado. Yeah, great spot. Good food too, and I love this brewery. What do you think of the beer?
Do penguins do that thing where they like throw up in their chick's mouth? You know, other birds, like there's a chick.
Yes, they
in the nest.
regurgitate their food into their children's mouth. Yeah,
That's what this tastes like.
But they'll, like,
That's why it's got penguins on it. Because it tastes like this shit that they gave some shit. They were like, here, bird, eat these hops. And then that bird was like, okay. You know what I mean?
and I
then
got
they were
traveled
like,
3 months in the Arctic for these fucking hops.
and they were like, here, look, put some fake little chicks right there. And then collect the regurgitation and can that shit. What should we call it? The Coriolis effect, because it took so goddamn long to get down here.
Hey, did y'all know that New Zealand has more species of penguins than any other place on Earth?
I did not.
I just learned that from this can.
That's wild.
New Zealand does? How
Yeah.
many species of penguin are we talking?
At least one.
I mean, I feel like South America has a lot of different penguins.
The
think
fact
it's
that
only
like
two.
just Brazil will have penguins from time to time freaks me out.
I'm a little jealous, right? Like, I kind of
Yeah.
want to have penguins around. It'd be cool if those were the birds that were just kicking it around. Like, you go to the beach and you're like, oh, there's some fucking penguins.
Penguins are like the closest thing to dinosaurs we have left.
Like,
Penguins
legitimately?
specifically?
Fuck yeah, because they're just walking around. You know what I mean? They're not flying.
Okay.
And we assume dinosaurs just walked around, not flying. Boom. Penguins.
I do feel birds in general are the closest thing to dinosaurs
they are.
that still, like,
You don't have to feel that way,
resemble
that's
a good
fact.
amount.
But what
Like,
I'm
have you
saying
seen a
is that
chicken's
now half of them they be exactly look at a fucking penguin's feet, bro.
Yeah.
Tell me that shit don't look like the fucking duck-billed fucking penguinosaurus.
The duck-billed Galatosaurus. Yeah.
Duck build. How do I spell glottosaurus? Gynecologist?
Hell yeah.
what I-
Vice grips? Platypus glow in the dark?
You're getting into some weird stuff there, bud. What is going on?
Duck billed platypus glow in the dark. I want to click that. I also don't want to click that.
Click it.
That's a weird animal, a duck-billed platypus, because
They're mammals.
The fur
Well, they're
of the
mammals,
platypus glows
but they
under
lay
a
egg.
backlight.
they lay eggs,
They got poisonous feet.
venomous feet,
Venomous
foot.
feet.
Venomous
Males have a venomous foot, right? It's just one claw, I believe, in the
For
back
real?
foot of just the males, I believe. And then they have a fucking bill, and they're a mammal. Like, they're, like, I don't know. That is a weird species. I mean, the Earth is covered in weird species, though. And, like, there's a lot of like, strange creatures out here. Insects, next level weird. There's some strange things. What's going on over there? You guys, I can't see it because Eric's blocking all of it, but these two can see all that shit, and they're just gawking at the screen about platypus.
Oh, come
Platypi?
on.
Platypussies.
Platypussies?
Platypeople will glow in the dark under black light. And
Platypeople will?
Yeah, platypeople.
What's a
That's what they
platyperson?
call them?
No, it's a joke from Phineas and Ferb. That I don't think anybody recognized that much, but it's stuck with me. And whenever I don't know the multiple of a thing, add people to the end of it.
That's how I feel about Johnny Tsunami. I reference Johnny Tsunami at least 4 times a day. Maybe one person gets it a month.
We need to add a whiteboard so that we can take a tally whenever you do it.
Hell yeah.
Just put up the... What do you quote from Johnny Tsunami? I can't even think of anything that's super quotable.
Go big or go home.
Okay, yeah, I mean...
Johnny, watch out for that tsunami. You know that scene?
I think you watched the wrong one.
On the mountain when he's snowboarding. Oh, now some of it's coming back into memory.
Wait, is Johnny Tsunami the one where the snowboarder goes into like another place and there's
Switch it, surfer to snowboarding.
Oh, I have seen it.
Johnny
It's
Capahala.
the skiers that are all stuck up, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The skies.
The skies.
The skies and the urchins.
Yeah. They're like, here's all these rich kids that ski, and then all these other kids from the public school, they snowboard, and they can't mix.
Really got ripped when it came to name, didn't they? Never thought about it. I can quote the whole movie, boy. Don't get me started.
I love your comfort movie is Johnny Tsunami. You're like, oh gosh, I'm tired. Long day.
I paid for Disney Plus for like 4 or 5 months, literally just to watch Johnny Tsunami and Remember the Titans. And the stupid part is I got them both on DVD, and I bought Johnny Tsunami on Amazon fucking Primes or Vudu or something.
So you had it
So I
mobile
have the streaming
digitally.
version. I got the DVD, and I still ended up paying for 4 months just to watch that shit. And then I finally realized I was like, fuck, all I do is watch Johnny Tsunami. What the fuck am I doing?
Oh man, that's awesome. Johnny Tsunami. Did you watch what was that other one with the rollerblades?
Brink.
Brink.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember that one too.
Skate better.
Skate better.
Hey, Dad, that's all I gotta do is skate better.
Oh man.
Fucking 5-star movies, boy. That were Roger Ebert fucking 9 thumbs up, boy.
Yeah, that was a time for Disney Channel movies.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
The Luck of the Irish.
Yep.
Great movie.
You're so much better at remembering all that shit. I feel like I watched all
I still watch them all.
Man's got Disney Plus.
I got the DVD collection, boy. The 1999 Disney Channel movie DVD collection.
What was the worst Disney Channel movie that you saw as a kid?
Oh, the one with the twins who played basketball. It was 2 girls, and it was the corniest movie of all time.
I don't
Look it
recall
up.
this one.
Double teamed. Oh man, awful movie. I mean, I'll watch it. It's not gonna stop me. You know what I mean? Awful movie.
Let me see the cover of this movie that they put out. Okay.
Yeah, remember this one?
No, not at all.
Oh man.
What does their jersey say?
I don't know.
Banjos Verdes?
Palos Verdes.
Palos Verdes.
Green sticks.
Classic school.
Oh yeah.
Classic school name.
Terrible movie.
They're both number 21 in there. Oh, are they? They're twins. Do they do Freaky Friday swappy with them? Or what?
Kind of. I don't remember.
No,
I feel like
31,
they're supposed to be
21.
twins, but they don't even look alike. But they might not have been twins. But at one point, they switch. You know what I mean?
It is just like a
It's
Freaky
done.
Friday with basketball.
No, I don't really remember. I remember it was awful. All I really remember is the last scene. She does this really corny fucking juke.
Shake and bake.
It's terrible.
Does she score?
I mean, sure.
Yeah. No, it's all tweet travel. Movie's over. That's what. Yeah, that's how they finished them. Then they turned it around with. They're like, you know what? We need less normal sports, more extreme sports. Johnny Tsunami, Brink. I'm sure there was a bicycle one.
No, I think Johnny Tsunami was
Surf's
up.
Up.
But no, that was motocrossed. And now
Yep,
it's tight.
motocrossed. And yeah.
A homegirl played as her brother because he got injured,
Uh-huh.
but she wanted to dirt bike, and Pops wouldn't let her. So her and her mom conspired to make her him
Well,
for
what movie is that? I feel like they're just doing normal movie tropes
What?
from 10 years before that, where a woman isn't allowed to play a sport and then they go in or like Mulan kind of. It's like the Mulan
Never watched
storyline.
Mulan.
What? That's a good one.
It's not racist.
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't really, but I don't. Yeah,
That
I don't
sounds
think so.
racist.
What about it? Sounds racist because
Mulan.
it's a name.
How many Chinese people you think wrote it?
Wrote the Mulan story? Probably none of them.
Well,
but more likely, I think the story comes from like Chinese stories. But I
So
think,
does Pocahontas. That doesn't mean it's not fucking racist.
all right, well, you should watch it and make a decision.
Pocahontas was like fucking 9 years old when John Smith took her.
and
raped her.
And the Pocahontas.
And they play that like, oh, love. And they make her look like some fucking, I don't know,
25-year-old.
like some 25-year-old.
Oh yeah, Cool Runnings was a good one.
Oh, Cool Runnings is money.
I love Cool Runnings.
Fuck yeah. Y'all remember Airborne?
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Come on now. It's bobsled time.
Airborne?
Sunka, you dead, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Y'all remember Airborne?
I remember Air Bud.
Not Airborne was tight. Airborne was the roller skating movie from the early 90s.
Airborne is a dietary
Seth-
supplement.
Seth Green was in it.
What?
Jack Black was in it. Fucking
Airborne. I don't
oh,
remember
come on,
this
the
one.
little Mexican food for fucking Friday was in it. Yeah, you don't remember Airborne?
No.
Great movie.
Oh, that's a lot of 90s in that.
Also a
It
surfer.
is.
And then he had to move to like New Jersey or something. And then yeah.
When his parents go to Australia for 6 months to work on a zoology project, young Mitchell
Classic. You know.
Mitchell.
sent to live with his Aunt Irene and Uncle Louie in Cincinnati. Initially dismayed by the cold climate, Mitchell's unhappiness increases when he's taunted by the high school's popular kids. As he strikes up a relationship with Nikki, Mitchell begins to win over his bullies by using his rollerblading skills in street hockey games.
One of the first ones to come around is Little Joker.
Little Choker or
Little
Joker?
Joker, bud. Remember Little Joker from fucking Next Friday?
No.
Oh my goodness. You don't remember? Fucking No More Locked Doors. That fool. Oh yeah, you like it rough? Well, that's why you're gonna get it. Oh man, look, he's in that movie. Put in Little Joker Airborne. I'm sure it'll come up.
I do remember him there. Now that I see his face.
Nope, that's a chair.
Oh no.
How much do them chairs cost?
How much is it?
$900.
How much is it?
That's actually a chair I designed 2 years ago in grad school. Is actually the Little Joker Airborne chair. Mm-hmm. It's got like
What
an
a waste of
umlaut or two in
fucking
there somewhere,
school
but
funds. What's that fool's name?
Jacob Vargas.
All right, look up Jacob Vargas. And Airborne. Fucking Selena's brother in Airborne. Look, see, there he is. Oh, yeah, look. His homie is Jack Black. They're all in the same gang. And then they have like a black homie who looks like Drake.
Who looks
when did this
No,
movie come
not
out?
like real, not like now Drake. He looks like Canadian
Drake.
Degrassi Drake.
What is
This
Paraplegic.
movie had to be 1992
why does Gabriel Iglesias keep showing up?
because fucking Google's racist.
Did you mean?
The other Mexican. Ooh, 93.
Are you sure you didn't mean this Mexican person or actor?
93?
Yep.
What month?
September 17.
Damn.
You were a year off?
By a year.
It's amazing. Always plus or minus one on the fucking movies.
Music mostly.
You did? I don't know if I've ever seen you miss on a movie, though.
I was going to say, do movies get like a little extra...
They get a plus or minus two. Give yourself a little bigger
Oh no.
window.
I feel like they're easier because like the characters show age. You know what I mean? So it's like, what year did Big come out? Well, I know that fucking Tom Hanks was goddamn young, so it had to be fucking 1987, 88. Look it up.
Big.
Big with Tom Hanks.
88, huh?
88.
You know what I mean?
There it is.
It's too easy to
Somebody
tell.
throw another movie in the chat and see if Justin can get that.
The Brother
Yeah.
with the Dog.
The brother with
That's
the
a movie
dog.
name? Or is somebody making like an observation?
Same person that said Cool Runnings was a good one said The Brother with the Dog.
Who was it?
Mr. Bray Awesomeness on YouTube.
Oh, that's Jessica.
Was Cool Runnings a Disney Channel movie?
No,
Or
but it
just
was
a Disney movie? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
definitely. John Candy was in that movie, which I thought was a weird
R.I.P.
cast there. But
No, he did a great job though.
oh, he did. He's a great actor, but he was also like a well-known like drug addict and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure at that time that's what John Candy died from. I think it's a drug overdose.
Heart
so
attack.
like heart attack from drugs or from being unhealthy in other ways.
Probably a little bit of both, but
Yeah.
I guess mostly he had an eating problem.
Oh,
R.I.P.
died in his sleep, and his cause of death was heart failure, just like his father.
Oh, fucking
what
R.I.P.
got.
Boy, that's terrible.
Man, oh, Buck Russell. You know what that
Yep.
reminds
Yeah,
me
that
of?
was Buck and Buck. What was that movie?
Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck.
Well, the Russell part reminds me of, I think that was the last time that we recorded. Steven brought up the artist IDK. And as I listened to him more often, I realized that he sounds like a Black Russ.
Russ is what? Is he a white dude?
I don't know what Russ
I
is.
think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think he has like a Middle Eastern, possibly like background.
He says Habibi enough.
Libya. A boy from Libya.
Yeah.
He's from Georgia.
Like Georgia in the
Russian
United
Georgia
States
boy.
or
And
Georgia in
Oh, no. Born Sacacos, New Jersey. Origin, Atlanta, Georgia.
Where's his fucking mom from?
Where's your mom from,
Where the
Russ?
fuck is your mom from, homie?
He's Sicilian American.
Italian.
Sicilian.
Uh,
That makes sense.
Off
That's
point.
basically a branch of North African.
But really? You think IDK sounds like what IDK are you listening to?
IDK.
no,
mean-
no. Not on this one. Not on this one. Hold on.
Can they hear it?
Yeah, it should be. Channel's on.
Y'all make sure you give us a thumbs up that you can hear this music so we're not just like sitting here listening. Whoa.
This is the one where he sounds.
This
like
ain't Russ?
That sounds like Russ.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
I haven't heard Russ in a while because I haven't listened to Russ in a long time. But maybe he's changed up his sound. I remember him sounding way different than that.
I
Nah.
think this one might work as a good comparison.
When did this song come out from Russ?
Oh, this is an older one.
Hmm.
2013.
I can hear what you're saying now.
Oh, no music on art. Damn it. Oh, I know exactly why. My bad.
But
How about
I can,
now?
I can kind of hear what you're saying
Sipping
there.
on some Grey Goose, trying to
And I told a couple people that like know Russ a bunch, and I was like, "Oh, check out this artist," and they were like, "Oh yeah, it does sound like Black Russ."
Wild.
Do you think like the music sounds like the production of the
No,
music
it's not
sounds
the
similar?
instrumentals.
Just to
It's-
like the
it's
voice
his voice
sounds.
that like sounds like it to me.
It has like an inflection that's really similar in the way that like they finish and start words. It sounds
You're an
like.
inflection.
And it might make sense if he's from New Jersey. Like IDK, I think is from Maryland, like the DMV.
All right, well, hold
area.
up. Go replay that other song that you said sounded like Russ because Cindy just said they could hear us. So, or they could hear the joint. So play that one that sounded, I literally thought, if you would have told me, who is this? I would have been like, oh, that's Russ.
And it might just be like this, like these couple songs that I've heard, but
This is even like a Russ style beat, I feel like.
this does feel very Russ.
Whoa. Whoa.
Now I'm switching up my energy. Fuck my enemies. Feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all niggas ain't in the streets. Y'all niggas is in the streets.
Should put
Y'all
well.
niggas fake ministry.
We should
I don't
put
know.
what?
I'm not that convinced, but I like the new
Poor
song
thing.
that he did.
Taco?
IDK did with, or it's called Red, I think, and it like plays off of the, what's that Gator Boots
It plays
song?
off of Blue.
No, Gator Boots. That song. That chorus.
I don't know Gator Boots. I only know Gatorade.
One
You know
with
that song.
West Side Gunna, MF Doom, and J Electronica.
Yeah, that's the one. But like, I don't know. This is what I more think of when I hear IDK. I'm like, this kind of production in.
Yeah.
This is West Side Gun, but
You referred to the Manny Fresh song as Gator Boots?
what's the name of it?
Thank you, Sasha. For it does sound similar to Russ. Like if Russ had a brother who rapped too.
Oh, yeah. A brother.
Brother.
Name that movie.
I think that was Air Bud. I mentioned it earlier.
American History X. It's got to be 1998.
I say 4. I feel like it
No,
was
fuck
earlier
away.
than that.
American History X was like 1998.
98.
Maybe 99? 98.
You're right. It's not 94, but I still think it's earlier than 98.
98.
Boy, I'm nasty, dude. Somebody throw a fucking a movie I don't know, because I'm over here. My ego is just growing, B. I'm out here fucking feeling like the goddamn movie master, B.
All right. How about a hard one? Scary Movie 1.
Oh, that's not hard. That's 1998.
I think you're right.
2000.
For real?
Ooh.
I thought that
Yeah.
was like Scary Movie 2 by then.
July 7, 2000.
Does that mean that Scary Movie 2 came out in 2001?
Great question. That was 2001, yeah.
That's wild.
That is wild.
I would have guessed Scary Movie 2 is 2000.
Scary Movie 1 came out on my birthday.
That means you know it was
What was
1998. 1998 was Blair Witch Project.
99.
Oh. Within one. Somebody give him something hard, like, I don't know. Some like, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
You mean Richie Rich? That was 1995. Look up Richie Rich. Was it really 1995?
Schindler's List. When was that?
94.
Fuck. The end of 94.
Schindler's List, when was that?
Schindler's List? Fuck. I don't know. Fucking 60 goddamn 9?
93.
For real? Was it that? I never watched it.
Yeah, the black and white was on purpose.
For real?
Yeah.
Huh. Got me.
Got him. Finally.
Got him.
Hit him with the political movie.
Oh,
Hey,
that's an
hey.
easy one. Blood in, blood out.
Oh, Blood In, Blood Out? That's
who said
shit,
that one?
1992.
Who's serving Justin
93.
up blood in, blood out? Like, he said a hard one. That's Justin's
93 or
was your
92?
favorite movie at
No.
one point.
93.
Yeah.
I remember
Think.
when I was like 21,
Come on, baby.
I pirated that movie because Justin told me to. Well, you didn't tell me to pirate it, but you told me I had to watch it. And so I found myself a copy of Blood In, Blood Out. And
I mean, the last time I watched it, it was pirated on YouTube. So,
All right, what about Rain Man?
oh, fucking Rain Man, that's gotta be like 88.
Fuck. Yeah.
Come on, baby. Dustin Hoffman, baby.
that's right. Dustin Hoffman. Who's the other actor in there?
Fucking Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That was a really good like acting role. Did they win awards for that role or that movie?
No, boy, they got fucking kicked out of Hollywood, boy. Playing a special person, somebody with some kind of learning or some kind of developmental disabilities, was not cool until Tom Hanks did it.
They won a couple
When
Academy
did Tom
Awards.
Hanks do it?
Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Screenplay.
Damn. You know who's not going to the Academy Awards anytime soon?
I wish I had a drum roll. My bad. Hold on. The best we can do is horn jazz.
Will and Jada.
Neither of them?
Will, at least, I don't know. If Jada goes without Will, that'd be the most disrespectful shit I've seen her do. And she's been disrespectful as fuck.
I have not followed a lot of this. You're gonna have to fill me in.
So it all started with an entanglement.
I heard about that.
Oh, shit, probably started when, with like fucking, Tupac and Jada.
It's just Will Smith.
And,
All got started when your life
And then
got
Pac
flipped, turned
died.
upside down.
and then so Jada was like, all right, cool, I'll be with the Fresh Prince then. And like, you know, Just don't respect him. Oh no, boy, she's wild. She wild as hell. Anyways,
Yeah.
Chris Rock made a joke about her hair.
Yep.
Talk about she was G.I. Jane.
I saw. Yeah.
Apparently she got alopecia. Everybody was like, "Oh, alopecia." I didn't know until this happened. So
She has.
fuck if anyone knows. But oh, she talked about it on her podcast. Fuck, watched her podcast.
I didn't even know she had a
Eye roll.
podcast.
I don't know.
Yeah, she has a podcast where she like tries to self-help people.
Through a podcast?
Yeah, it's called the Red Table Talk or some shit. They like just talk about
Oh, yeah.
and they're like life and better yourself and this and that and relationship problems and all this stuff. And she got the most relationship problems I've ever fucking heard
I
of.
was like, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? there?
Fucking A, dude. I'm like, man. And then I saw, somebody shared a clip with me the other day where Jada, Will Smith is talking on her joint. And he's talking about after she turned 37, he started planning the most extravagant 40th birthday for her. Got like Mary J. Blige and all kinds of cool shit. And at the party for her 40th birthday, instead of thanking him, she told him that this was like the biggest stroke of his ego.
She told that to
Yeah, what
Will
a
Smith.
fucking ungrateful broad, boy. That shit pisses me off. I'd be heated. Heated. And then he's on there going like, oh, yeah. And it was true, Fuck out of here. You're trying to make your chick feel better, boy. That girl's wild. And she don't deserve you. You know what I'm saying?
Not the Fresh Prince. She
Not
don't
the Fresh Prince.
She don't deserve the Fresh Prince.
Come on. He make all the money. Keep him relevant. And she don't do shit but talk shit about him.
It seems like a very strange dynamic between the two of them. Indeed.
wow.
I can't even imagine what it must be like to be under that kind of like visibility. Like how many people giving a fuck about what you do every day. But I'm sure it's difficult. But yeah, like in a relationship, all that. But
You ever hear about holding pockets in prison?
hear about what'd you
Pockets?
Holding pockets. If you're in
Holding?
prison and you're holding another dude's pocket. That dude is like your pimp, your owner, your motherfucking daddy. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like if this was prison, Jada would be walking around flicking her pocket at Will all the time. He'd be over there running up to grab it. Oh, my bad. Let me hold your pocket. Fuck out of here.
He's whooped. It might be that good. Maybe they have something we don't know about. They have some privacy left. That
Maybe. Everybody got self-esteem issues, boy.
So get to the part why Will Smith can't go to the Academy Awards anymore.
Because he slapped Chris Rock.
And so he can't go?
Yeah, they made it a big old thing. Memes for the last week and a half, and the Academy
I'm a burger.
the Academy banned him for 10 years today.
Holy buckets. What a fucking stupid thing, but 10-year
Who the fuck
ban.
watches the Academy Awards anyways?
Nobody did until that happened.
If that didn't happen, no one would have even known it happened. You know the Grammys is like next weekend or last weekend or something? Who
weekend.
fucking knows? Who knows? No one fucking cares.
Yeah, I didn't know the Grammys happened. I feel like I just hear them talk about the winners after those things happen. I'm like, oh, that must have just happened since they're talking about the winners. And that's usually all you hear the day after.
Who the
But
fuck has TV?
Look, if it's not on Tubo, I'm not watching it.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
only thing that's on Tubo that I watch is 1970 to 1990 Price is Right.
Worth watching.
It's fun.
You know what I mean?
Great to have in the background.
Bob Barker's a
Plinko?
legend.
Yeah.
Fucking Plinko.
It's also when you had people that weren't like obviously set up by like the studio. You had actual people that would like be awkward sometimes. 'cause
They would like
Oh, yeah.
They didn't know
drive
how to
from
be on
like
there.
the middle of New Jersey all the way to Hollywood just so that they could be on the Prices Right and have a chance to win that showcase. $1, Bob. I love the Prices Right. Yep. It's
But they'll
classic.
be all awkward and be like, yeah.
And
They should
What's your
give the
name?
prices
Michael?
right to Will Smith. I bet people fucking watch that shit, boy. I'd watch.
like let him be the host.
Fuck yeah.
Who's the host now? Is it the
Drew-
dude? I feel like
Drew fucking Carey?
No. Yeah. Yep. You're right. It is Drew Carey. I thought it was the Al Borland guy.
Don't nobody even know he's still alive.
Drew Carey after.
Poor Drew Carey. But nobody gives a fuck about Drew Carey. Come on. Give it to Will Smith.
Who's Drew Carey?
You don't know.
Oh, man.
yeah.
Eric
I
is
do.
young.
Drew
Yeah,
Carey
no.
is not relevant for Eric's generation.
I know
at
him
all.
from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
He had a whole show.
Called the Drew Carey Show.
Good for him.
Yeah, it was really decent.
Yeah, from what I've seen him on Whose Line Is It Anyway, he's funny.
I mean, let Jada have him, you know?
Just swap. It's like, Jada, you haven't been respecting Will. Now you get Drew Carey instead.
Straight up.
That's a bad trade for Jada. She's winning or she's losing that trade. Drew Carey for Will Smith.
Jada pisses me off, boy. Man, first of all, it annoys me that so many people get like so passionate about motherfuckers they've never met before. Mm-hmm. And then in that, what you do see of these people, specifically Jada, is just like, I don't know, just seems like a terrible person. And I don't mean terrible all the way around. I'm sure she has some good spots and some good shit, but fucking A. The way you treat somebody who publicly treats you the way Will Smith treats her is wild to me. Fuck that bitch.
Do you think
There's a Will, there's a Smith, boy.
Do you think he was right in going up there and slapping Chris Rock?
Fuck no.
No?
Hell no. For what? He was laughing. He thought the joke was funny until Jada looked at him, gave him a fucking side eye. It was like, don't you be laughing at my fucking hair. So he walked up there and made a big old thing about it. And to be honest, it's pretty obvious when he's sitting there like shaking and his voice is trembling. Keep my fucking wife's name out your mouth. That boy is going through some emotional damage. Mm-hmm. Emotional damage.
And then he won an Oscar that night.
Wild.
Yeah. Part of me wonders if like he's still with her. I know there's like a history. I know there's a whole bunch of other stuff that obviously we don't know. But
They got kids.
and they got kids and all of that stuff. But like, you know, the Will Smith at this point in his career can get whatever the fuck he wants. Up until now. Not anymore.
Can't come to the Academy Awards.
Can't come to Academy Awards. His Netflix movie is on a hold right now.
That's stupid.
The repercussions for him are real bad. But like, you know, the man
Worse
who
than
can
Wild Wild
have
West?
everything.
I like that movie.
It was terrible.
Wait, which one?
Wild Wild West. Awful. 1999.
It was a steampunk western for some reason.
Was it 99?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
That title track though from Will Smith, the Wild Wild West song, that was hot. I like that. Wild Wild West.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it though?
10-year-old Steven was getting down in 1998 to that Wild Wild West.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it this one? No.
Yeah.
Instead of BNH.
Oh man.
Oh, see, that's smooth.
This ain't it.
No, but
It'll start in a minute.
That was Ramsey by Seafood Sam.
All right.
Apparently, we've been playing music this entire time. They haven't been able to hear it. The volume was down.
here it is.
With Cisco.
Listen to that bass line.
Oh, that's a good song.
It's terrible.
Fun.
Wait till you get to the chorus.
Well, the chorus is that old fucking Fab Five joint. The Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West.
Remember the name. Now who you gonna call? Now who you gonna call? If you ever riff with fever, wanna buzz, break out before you get bum rushed at the Wild Wild West.
No, pause. That's a remake, fool. That's, look up Wild Wild West fucking from goddamn 1987. And that's not Fab Five. Who the fuck was it?
Was it a hip hop
Who
group?
was it? Kumo D?
Kumo D. Yeah, there's one.
Mm-hmm. Play it.
Was that
Play it.
a Stevie Wonder sample?
Yeah, that one was. Oh no, this ain't it.
I was like, what? Wait, is
Oh
it?
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Dang.
It's not that this shit play, boy.
This is hard. Hear that
See this
move?
right here, boy? I used to live downtown, 129th Street. Boy,
I used to live downtown, 129th Street, Convent. Everything's upbeat, party, ball in the park, nothing but girls after dark. We chill, nobody gets ill in the place. We call the hill, but if you try 'em, that's when they will get wild. But they don't fight, they kill.
in the Wild Wild West. Come on,
I remember
Yeah, that's
boy.
not bad.
park with the girlies.
No,
That's that classic, boy. Will Smith ruined it, to be honest. I was like, to be honest, that movie and that song, the worst things Will Smith did since Jada. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that bitch and fuck that song and fuck that movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, shout out to Zone
it-
for singing along to that song too.
Oh yeah, boy, the Wild Wild West, boy.
Well, thanks for showing us that, Justin. I actually did not know that it was not an original, like.
'Cause we don't fight, we kill in the Wild.
And you're right.
West.
That song that you just showed us, I do like better.
Yeah,
That bass, like the bass line in both songs, honestly, is pretty cool. But to like hear that, like early, what was that, late '80s or was it early
That's gotta be
'90s?
88.
87.
'87, like that, like old Moog sound that was like. It was a lot harder to make that sound in the 80s than it is now, right? Now we have all of them recorded, but before it was like the actual sound waves, and that's what like people love Jay Dilla for and stuff, of the work that he did in those machines and stuff, because you actually had to physically make those sounds. And Richard Moog, I think is his name, who like created all that shit and is responsible for so many of the synthesizer sounds that have been categorized. And hearing that,
Shout out
you,
to Daft Punk.
you just don't even hear that shit often in hip hop, like that kind of Moog anymore, and it's just good to hear, man.
You see that
Love
face?
that late '80s.
You see
That's
that
Richard
face?
Moog.
Hell yeah.
That's the reason we got all
That's
this.
the hair. That's the hairline of a man that can play the keyboard, boy.
That invented sounds. Like the man invented ways to make sounds. It's really cool stuff. I don't know
Yeah.
all the like science and stuff behind the Moog machines and stuff, but they're legendary in the electronic world.
Synthesizers are wild.
Hell yeah.
Like the 80s is when all that shit like popped off and became like available for people to get into their house, right? Like because before that shit's like big machinery
Room-sized
to
stuff.
make that stuff. And he was the one that like brought it smaller. And I think Jay Dilla worked with that dude. That's how like Jay Dilla got a little bit more respect and famous, I think, is that because he worked with that guy to make.
For real?
I'm pretty sure he made like their
Donuts.
one of the machines like Dilla did with him or something like that, I believe.
Zome used to have a Moog, I think.
Really?
At one point, I think so.
They're
Or maybe
small
it was just,
now.
maybe it wasn't even the keyboard. I don't think. Maybe it was just the chingadera. But
There, you can get
where
little.
we at on
machines
time,
now.
Eric?
You're
We
at
are
large.
at an hour and 4
We're
minutes.
red. I didn't see it red.
We are red.
I didn't see it. Did I miss it?
No, I was just
you
about
did.
to pull it up too.
Ah,
Oh, word. Well, I'm asking because should we go a little longer? Because it's 41st episode, back in a long time.
I mean, I'm down.
yeah. We.
All right. Well, I gotta go pee first. So y'all talk.
Oh yes. We're not gonna do like a be back in 5. Beep.
We can definitely do that if we need to.
Well, I have to use the restroom as well, and it's like, do we double it up or
Go
do
with
we,
him because you need the thing to come.
You're just gonna monologue.
On the way out, can you pick up a book from that little thing? I'll just read out loud. Thank you. Welcome to Story Time with Eric. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this to you guys. Y'all, please hold tight. We'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bah, 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 bah.
That's a good DJ noise.
Do it. Do it.
I gotta hit him with that Wilhelm.
Back again for the very fourth time. Don't worry if I write checks. I write rhymes.
That's it.
Shout out to Vine.
Shout out to Evidence.
Shout out to Evidence.
Shout out to Evidence.
Like I don't smoke weed no more, but ain't smoking no less.
That's a great line.
Back again. One of my favorite songs. I realized I'm old. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
What made
Being
you
old's
realize that
tight.
you're old? What was the
Mostly
catalyst to that feeling.
because I was listening to The Breakfast Club, and they were Charlamagne was talking about how dope Pusha T's album was, and was talking to some girl who's a up and coming rapper. Probably not up and coming. I'm sure she's the most famous thing on planet Earth. First of all, I didn't even know who she was. Second of all, she called him old because he listened to Pusha T. And she was basically like, he's cool, he's tight, but I don't listen to that. We listen to this new shit. And I was like, what? I'm excited for Pusha T. And then I realized, oh, fuck. I'm old, cuz.
Did you hear Pusha T's diss track that he did?
Yeah. For Arby's.
Yep.
To McDonald's.
Yep.
Hell yeah. The dopest part about that diss track is that Pusha T wrote with the I'm Loving It jingle.
Him and his brother,
Isn't that what he did it? Because he didn't get paid that much for it?
Yeah,
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I'm sure he got paid from Arby's.
Hell yeah.
They got the beef now.
They got the beef.
Hell yeah.
Have y'all heard the Wendy's rap album?
Was it the one that came out for COVID?
Probably.
No.
No.
I don't think I have.
It's called At Wendy's. Rest in Grease, Twitter fingers, 444. Holding it
When did
down.
it come out?
2018.
You're supposed to know this shit.
No, because before that, like it had to have been 2015, maybe 2016. That Hamburger Helper dropped a
A
mixtape.
rap.
A
The
mixtape.
mitt. Like the mitt, right?
Yeah, and dropped a
Yeah.
mixtape for April Fool's Day.
I remember that a little bit.
When that come out?
was
There's like an album
2016.
cover on it, right?
2016. Oh yeah, it was time too. For like they're all the songs.
Hi.
All the songs are about Hamburger Helper. But they actually they gig, like they sound like dope songs if you're not listening to the lyrics.
Did anybody famous write the songs? Or
No,
is
I
it
don't think so. I
just
think, I think they got a bunch of SoundCloud rappers.
Watch. Oh,
it's actually
Watch
just
the
Russ.
Stove.
It's
Watch
all
the
Russ.
Stove. That's hilarious.
Fucking classic, boy.
Watch the stove. All right, well,
Classic.
should we do Feed the Streets? Or, that's about it. All right, let's listen to this real quick.
Production by Madlib.
No, Sweetwater, you don't get a free ad. Pay
Written
us.
by Drake.
These mics came from Sweetwater.
Really trying to talk about this beef, man. Talk about this beef like we ain't been in the game for 50 years. You know what I'm saying? We ain't been doing it like we got the formula.
Turn it up, boy.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even begin to understand.
I want the mills on the general.
I've been in the kitchen, whipping.
Hey.
I've been chefing, mix it with my left hand.
Hey.
Water whipping and I'm stirring.
Uh-huh.
Y'all want beef and I'ma serve it.
Uh-huh.
Water whipping and I'm stirring.
Uh-huh.
Y'all want beef and I'ma serve it.
Get 'em.
I stir it, I stir it, I stir it, I stir it. I hit the pop of the spatula.
Stir it.
I mix it, I mix it, I whip it so good you would think I'm a natural.
Sir.
Water whipping and I'm stirring. Y'all want beef and I'ma serve it. Y'all want beef and I'ma serve it. Y'all want beef and I'ma you could catch me at the stove. I was whipping up a bowl. I just came back from the stove. 5-star restaurant at home. I just dumped out that whole packet, add the powder, let it simmer. I was whipping. Should be done about 10 minutes. Hold up, I told you I'm serving that stroganoff. Hot out the oven, it's more.
Boy.
See, I feel terrible because I think he sounds like Lil Dicky.
I mean, Lil Dicky can rap. So.
He has like that type of flow too.
I mad at Lil Dicky. I'll fuck with motherfuckers that can rap, boy.
No.
Even when they're just rapping about funny stuff.
Have y'all heard the Brain album?
No.
It's so Brain has like some ad libs in Pillow Talk by Lil Dicky. Separate character.
Oh,
ended up
I know
dropping
that video.
Ended up dropping a whole album. In
Really?
That character. Yeah.
That's wild.
That is.
Hmm.
That is wild.
Brain. Featuring Lil Dicky in the game.
I know exactly that Brain character in that video.
No
the
idea what
Lil
you guys are
Dicky
talking
video.
about.
He gets all high and talks to a little brain. That thing in a video.
He's just doing that type of voice. That.
OGs knew I had a poppin'. IG looking photoshopish. They just can't take charge, so they flopping.
It's a great album. Honestly. It's wild.
Did y'all catch any of the new Vince Staples album that came out today?
Nah, I didn't even know that happened.
Ooh, I'm a big fan of Vince Staples, so I listened to that shit last night actually when it came out
I
at like
heard-
10 o'clock.
I heard the Pusha T and Jay-Z song.
There's a Pusha T and Jay-Z song.
Yeah,
that
brand
came out
new.
today?
Barely I'm old.
Oh,
That
there's
shit was
Harry
hard
Underwood.
as fuck, though.
Oh, Vince Staples. Oh yeah, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it's like a love song or a love album
I do fuck with Vince.
from Vince Staples.
That's
I mean, I'm always a fan. I always like his stuff, I feel like. And so I feel like I'm a little biased there to say it's great, but should check it out. I haven't really looked to see what else came out today after that, but
Ooh,
Anything else
at least
interesting?
Personally, I think it's been a great day for new music. FKJ dropped a song featuring Carlos Santana.
cool.
That sounds amazing. Haven't heard it yet. Play it.
It's a fun one.
Is this it right here? Oh, boy.
Already.
Oh, fuck. This is already the hardest thing I've heard all year.
I think Justin just got Black Magic Women from this
Shit,
guitar.
I think I'm gonna fucking write a verse to this shit, boy.
You can see the gears turning. It's tight.
Oh, mother.
That's really nice.
It does have the spot for it too.
Oh, I'm gonna write a fresh ass verse for this if it does. Oh, this motherfucker, boy.
Like, this sounds so good.
Oh,
It makes me feel like I don't know, that guitar and the FK sound like just
FKJ.
FKJ, sorry, but Santana's sound, like just the way he plays guitar and that go so well together. It's like, how have we not had this already? I needed this before now. That was great. Thank you. Is it just one song
Yeah, that's
though,
the
or is it a
hardest
whole
thing I've heard
album?
all year for sure.
Just the one song, unfortunately.
I hope they do a whole album.
Ooh,
Yeah, that would be. I could listen to that for a full hour and a half of
I'll listen to that for the rest of my life. I'm gonna write a dope ass version. It's gonna start off. Fuck Jada. And tell Will I said it.
This is tight.
You deserve more, bitch. Forget it.
called him the bitch there in that line.
Oh, yeah.
Called Will
bitch,
Smith the bitch.
bitch is a genderless term, okay? Dude is a genderless term. Bitch is a genderless term. Hoe is a genderless term. All right? If you hear me say dude, bitch, or hoe, you don't know what kind of genitals that motherfucker got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear
No
what you're
idea.
saying.
Know what I'm talking about? You know who else a bitch? Joe Biden. Fuck a hoe.
Couldn't agree more.
You know what I'm saying?
Not a fan of him. Not a fan. Pretty
You know
disappointed.
who else a bitch? Kamala Harris. Fuck all them hoes.
Maybe the whole Democratic Party. Fuck them all.
You know who else a bitch? AOC. Fuck
She
all
didn't
them
stand up
hoes.
with the union,
Oh man.
or why? Oh no.
She ran around acted like she was all big and supportive of the Amazon union that they were trying to do in New York. Mm-hmm. And so she went parading herself around for it, promised them that she would show up to like their events, whatever, woo-de-woo, canceled on them, told them there's threats against my life if we're not doing any events outside of my district. A week later, goes to the fucking Met Gala wearing a tax the rich fucking dress with a bunch of rich people.
Again? She wore that again?
No, that was the same time.
That's the time I
Yeah.
was talking about.
And then not to be seen by any of the fucking union cats until their vote literally like last week or at the beginning of this week.
We did it!
And they won, and she tweeted talking
did
about,
it,
oh, such a
we
bloody,
did
bloody,
it.
blah. Try to put herself in the front of it like she had some shit to do with it. Fuck that bitch. And then when they fucking came out on her and were like, yo, where the fuck have you been? You ain't do none of this shit you promised. She tried to act like, well, no, it's not in my district. And they all responded like, bitch, you said you were going to be there. And half of the motherfuckers that work there are in your district. They just drive because we don't fucking... Why the fuck would we only get jobs in our district? Fuck that hoe.
Yeah. Pretty much fuck them all up there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean...
Fucking Joe
she's-
Manchin. Fuck
None
that
of the
hoe.
people that you have mentioned are really anything even that special of all the like terrible, terrible things that people in Congress across the board do. Congressmen or senators, House representatives. I mean, just we do atrocities across the world, right? As a government, and those people are the ones that give the okays for a lot of those atrocities and also plan them. I mean, they're all the politicians we have. Most of them are just no good, and we get excited about people like AOC because it seems like they're coming from like a place that we came from. She was like a server
she
and
got
all
some
that
money.
shit. Well, until the Democratic Party gets a hold of anybody, right? They're an institution to try and fucking get
With that
their
bread.
agenda across, right? And so when they see a powerful like person that they can cling on to and incorporate those like neoliberal values of like let's seem like we're all this great and flowery, wonderful, like left stuff, progressive stuff, but actually we're going to keep it right in the center frame because that's best for the party, right? The Democratic Party and the folks that are
What's
represented
best
by
for
them.
the motherfuckers that give them money.
That's what, when I say
That's
so,
whack as fuck.
fuck yeah, it is. Our system of politics is whack as
You know what
fuck.
else is whack as fuck? These motherfuckers that are running around making it sound like we need to go to goddamn World War III for this humanitarian cause in Ukraine. Yet, last week we literally just gave missiles to Saudi Arabia to do worse things to the motherfuckers in Yemen. But since they're brown, nobody on TV gives a fuck.
Or the billions of dollars we give to Israel to do the same thing to the fucking Palestinians.
Oh my God, bro. I'm so tired of this fucking humanitarian bullshit. And I'm like, dude, y'all want us? Man, Putin is a literal gangster. And I don't mean that in like the fun, oh, gangster TVs. Oh, I'm
Not
a
like
G.
an A at the end,
I
but
mean,
an
like,
ER. This man is running a racket.
I mean, like, if you
Organized
know
crime.
anyone if you ever knew anyone that carried a gun and you wanted to make sure you were either behind them, on their team, or that there was always an exit, that's the kind of gangsta I'm talking about. And so far in this war, they're trying to push this fool into a corner and no way out. Sun Tzu says to give them a bridge to leave. Like, if you're going to push them to somewhere, you push them to a bridge so that they have somewhere to leave to. A peaceful means of escape. Because when you put a gangster in a corner, everybody dies. Everyone. Him, you, me, Oprah, everyone.
Even Oprah?
Especially Oprah. Fuck. I know.
But if she's
Wow.
got to go, she's got to go.
That'll happen.
I had $5 on me going out before her. Fuck.
You still might.
Yo, Jeremy,
that bet
don't follow
with?
up on me.
With Oprah. Oprah makes a $5 bet. That's just a funny line right there. $5 bet.
Oh man.
No, but all that is true though. Fucking trying to start some
whack,
shit
boy.
for no good reason.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Murph.
I think the correct position was stated very early on by the prolific Cardi B, who, when she was asked about all this shit very early, she's like, I don't fucking agree with NATO, and I don't agree with Russia either. I'm with the citizens of this country or of those countries and what they believe and what's best for them. And I have some other things to say. This is what she said. She's like, I have some other things to say, but it could get me killed. People are too serious about this shit. Support the citizens. I'm like, yep, I think Cardi B's got the right stance on that. Which I love that Cardi B, a former exotic dancer, TV star, rapper, has a stronger conscious hold on what's going on in the world than most of the politicians in our Congress and in our federal government.
Well, and the wackest part is, like I said, Joe Biden's a bitch. He is a bitch.
Not to say anything bad about Cardi B. I'm not saying that's bad about anything I just said. I love Cardi B.
One of
and
the
I think
two
she's
things.
amazing, but
Joe Biden has done two tight things in his presidency. Only two. Everything else he's done has been whole shit. And he did two tight things. One is say that we're gonna keep fucking our troops and keep from fucking going to war with Russia, which is tight, and he gets shitted on for it. And then two, staying true to Donald Trump's promise to fucking pull out of Afghanistan, which was tight, and he got shit on for it. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Fool, y'all lift this hoe ass motherfucker up for all his hoe shit. And then the two cool things he does, y'all try to like act like he's a hoe about it. I'm like, man, y'all motherfuckers deserve Kamala when that fool dies.
he's actually already dead. He's just a puppet now. Up
I
there.
wouldn't even be surprised.
It's a weekend at Bernie's.
And Weekend at Biden's. Oh man.
Gosh, that is
Let's go, Bradley.
boy the country we live in.
That's
Go, Bradley. Do it, Bradley.
let's make some let's go Bernie. No, but then I think we're talking about a different Bernie.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn it.
That's like the one.
I mean, he old as fuck too, though. So if he would have got the presidency, it would have been Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do,
An extended weekend though, like a 3-day weekend.
man? This is wild.
extended weekend.
The world,
Yikes.
the world we live in is wild, boy.
It is. It is wild. And the one, I mean, I agree with you. Biden keeping the U.S. out of armed combat, right? Themselves, I think is a good thing. I am very nervous about the amount of weapons that we're pushing into the Ukraine and that part of the world, because the same thing happened when they did this in the Middle East, right? When they pumped a ton of weapons into that area in like the Gulf Wars and the Kuwait War in the early 90s. And then the Taliban, how do you think they got all them fucking machine guns that are made in America and Russia? Like, they didn't fucking go and get them from there. They
And
were
there's an entire
brought-
sect of the Ukrainian army that are fucking neo-Nazis.
There's
like
an entire-
straight up
there is-
fucking swastikas and SS on the fucking shoulders, like straight up neo-Nazis.
There is a good presence in all of Europe of neo-Nazis.
Fucking
and
A.
Ukraine, absolutely. Because neo-Nazis are thugs in Europe in terms of if you want to get something done in a right agenda, right? Those people do not give a fuck. They will go hurt anybody, especially for any money. And so I heard somebody on some news channel or cast or
Hitler?
something I was listening to, but they were making an argument that that's why the Democrats and the Republicans will never really get rid of any kind of neo-Nazi sects and never really defend or try and get rid of them, because they know that they need them in capitalism, that anytime they need to push back against the masses in any kind of way, they need people who don't give a fuck about killing people, especially ones that you can say are less.
Oh yeah, they'd rather
right?
that.
And Democrats are all people in the center, like politicians in the center there, will always need that and always be able to point the finger and say, you're not good enough. Go get them, right? And it's been black people in our country. It's been brown people in our country. It's been, I mean, anyone who's not white has pretty much experienced that in our country, of them being like, you're not good enough and so fuck you. And then they have to have some kind of force to do that, because it doesn't happen without force, right? And we use the police a lot too for that. The police is that force. And hey, don't we know that there's a fuckload of neo-Nazis in the police forces? There are. And there's a reason they don't get them out. right? They need that shit. Democrat or Republican, they need to have that force and that arm across the world, which is why when they arm all these fucking Nazis, right now, they're arming Nazis and are like, no, we're not. Or then it's not like they deny it. They just act like it's not happening because they can just put it under the guise of that neoliberal lens of we're helping the Ukraine. If we didn't do this, like we would be monsters to not help the Ukraine. Do you see these people suffering?
It's so
$100 million in fucking Javelin missiles this week to the Ukraine. $100 million. And they can't even fucking get rid of my student loans, but they can send $100 million in a week of fucking Javelin missiles to Nazis. And to people, I mean, I do believe in the people of Ukraine. They're hard fighters and they deserve to have a chance.
Yeah,
right?
no
They
doubt.
definitely do.
But that's not our fucking responsibility.
Well, and we were the ones that I believe caused all this in terms of the fight between nations of Russia and the
I mean,
US.
were
like,
we, or did they have their own fucking minds and their own decisions? It wasn't like we were holding a gun to their head saying join fucking NATO. They brought it up, and we were like, all right, cool, that'd be tight because we could fucking make more fucking allies and we
can
could
do
make
what we
more
do
money
all over the world.
And not only that. Fucking Ukraine, out of that whole entire geographic area, the reason Russia wants it back so bad is because it's where all the fucking fertile land is. They're stuck with goddamn enough land to cover the U.S. and Canada and Alaska all at once. That's how much fucking land Russia has, but goddamn 95% of it is frozen tundra.
which is also why they're like global warming.
And
yes,
Ukraine,
please.
and Ukraine has a gang of land that they can actually use. That they're like, fuck, they stole that shit away from us 30 years. We're gonna get it back. And I mean, I'm not saying that it's tight. I'm just saying that that's the reason why they're going at that motherfucker, and that's why we would have any financial even give a fuck about that land in the first place. It's like, yeah,
I think there's
y'all
more
got some
to it
wheat.
than that. It's a strategic position in the world in terms of like if you can have bases there, right, and access to that, it gives a lot of access to the Middle East in terms of coming from Europe down to the Middle East and the Ukraine and that part of the world. And when you own a place like that, Russia can then go put a bunch of naval bases on, or not naval bases, but any bases that they want in the Ukraine and have a better presence in the world, which is the same reason why the United States would want the Ukraine in NATO, is so that they can just go and do that and put their shit there right next to Russia, because we do that to all kinds of countries that aren't like what Russia's doing to the Ukraine, not the war on them, but before the war started, of just pressuring and pushing and putting troops on borders. We have fucking troops all over the world on borders of non-allied countries or non-NATO countries. And I don't know, it's wild to see how many people, well, it seems like, because like in war, we don't really know how many people die, right? Because pretty much any number you hear about how many people have died is propaganda, right? It's just one side or the other pushing that propaganda. It's hard to really know what's happening, especially when this is a huge propaganda war as well, from the little bits I've been hearing about how like.
And then they want to ban the internet shit coming from Russia. Like, bitch, we need to know what they say. Stupid ass. Quit fucking censoring everything.
Right?
Pissing me off.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's such a scary
And that's
time.
that liberal bullshit. Fucking censor anything we don't like. Censor it. We don't need to hear it. Donald Trump's talking shit. Kick him off Twitter. That was literally the best thing you could have done for a fucking Donald Trump campaign, is stop people from seeing how fucking stupid he is. Now people don't know he's fucking stupid, and he's about to win fucking presidency at goddamn 79 years old in 2024 because a bunch of dumbasses voted for Biden because anything but Trump. And then you kick Trump off fucking Twitter so no one knows how fucking dumb he is, and then he's gonna be goddamn president again, and you go, how do we do this? You did this, stupid ass. Think of that. Fucking censoring motherfuckers is tight. Good fucking luck. You want to know what happens when they ban a book? It's because the fucking New York Times bestseller. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm done.
Whew.
I'm done with these goddamn politics. I'm done with these goddamn whites. Always running everything.
Right into the ground.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm sure, to be honest, it's a rich problem. It's money. Or else AOC would have stood with the goddamn Amazonians. That was tight, huh? For real, though. It's true. Motherfucking, man,
I can see that.
it's money. Money brings out what the natives called the white eye.
You say wide or white?
White eye. The white eye. They didn't see white people as white. They saw them as the white eye. And the white eye was their way of looking at things. Earth can be owned. People can be owned. Things are owned. Collect as many things and hold on to them. Hoard stuff. It's all white eye. In their culture, you were rich by giving it all away. Sitting Bull was a chief because he gave all of his stuff away, not because he hoarded it. And when you hoard shit, and when you think that the earth is something for you to own, you are seeing life through the white eye.
Sounds a lot like capitalism, the white eye.
I mean, essentially that's what it is, right?
Because capitalism and the white eye was the one that said that they couldn't be in charge anymore. Because that idea of what you just said of giving away your stuff for power, giving away your material possessions to be able to have power, that's a threat to capitalism, which is why they committed genocide against most of the natives in our.
No, I don't know. I
in our
think
land.
they committed genocide because they were in the way.
Of manifest destiny,
Sure, that's what they called it.
which is just
But
capitalism.
but no, they wanted the land because in their mind they could own the land. And the natives were just kept fucking be like, all right, let's sign treaties because they were like, all right, cool, you're gonna leave us alone over here. That's fine.
yeah,
We'll stay over here. And they kept just taking more and more land. They're like, what the fuck, dude? And then so when white people see natives get like mad and wanting like talk about land back, and they get all scared because they assume that natives have the white eye when they don't see the land the same way. Land back is literally like giving it back to the earth, to the people. It's no longer yours or anyone's. It's just land. Where we are all from. We're from the land. And the land is ours as a species, not as mine, as a person. Know what I'm talking about? So I see you.
I do hear what you're talking about. Just it's just sad
Terrible.
because all that they take all that land because they want to rip more of the past out of the ground for a long
No, they
time.
just want to exploit it because
Yeah.
they don't see past
Exploit-
they don't see
you're
past
right.
their own right now wants.
Yep.
You know,
It's put us in the position that we're in now. Just a quick 200 years of that greed, or maybe it's a little longer than that. But
500.
I get 1492 Ocean Blue, something like that. But that's still not even a long time in the blip of time.
Not at all.
It's only a quarter since before the coma era, And no laugh on the callback,
No, fuck COVID.
huh? Coma.
Oh, that's a COVID.
Dang.
The coma era. I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only
That's only a quarter of that time.
You're right.
And they fucked the entire Earth up in 500 years. That's it. It's been 13 billion years old, and they fucked it up in 500 years. Well, we fucked it up.
I mean, the human species, yeah.
Well,
It's,
I don't know if the human species in general fucked it up.
I'm pretty sure. You ever saw what fucking go anywhere in the world? Because again, we like to think in America that it's a white problem, and I think it's a white eye problem, right? And I don't see
agree.
it. I don't see it as racial as the white people, because there are white people that don't feel that way.
And I didn't
Right?
mean that
It's
it was the white
eye.
people.
What I mean is it's the money. That money idea. Go anywhere in the world. Wherever money controls, you don't even have to have white people. And motherfuckers are suffering the most terrible suffrage that you could think of. And it's from money, not white people.
Yeah, because capitalism, money, like capitalism
Now,
requires
some of these places might have-
exploitation.
Straight up. And some of these places may have been introduced money by the white people. Sure. But some of them didn't.
And
Some of them have just been that way out. Motherfucking Egypt and like the pharaohs and shit like that. But that was the pyramids were built by slaves. And I'll tell you, there was not a white person around. No matter what the Bible tells you, there was not one white person over there. And they still all acted like that. You know what I mean? So it's definitely not a white people problem. And I thought it was a white people problem for a long time in my life. And I've learned that it's not. It's a money problem.
capitalism, and that
definitely
is
a capital
more what I
problem.
was saying, I wasn't trying to say
wide-eye
white
problem.
people were the sect of, I was just saying that it's not, I don't believe that if you took capitalism out, that humans would then just still indefinitely destroy the world the same way.
Sure.
Maybe it could, definitely, right. That's a possibility, but I don't think it's as likely as what that poison did.
We
in
as
the
a
past.
species made up money. Therefore, if
Yeah.
money ruins the species, we ruin the species.
Right, but if
You know what I mean?
If like the non-wide eye folks would have taken over the world, right?
Yeah,
Instead
but
of the wide
that's
eye?
the problem is that without the wide eye, you don't have you. There's no need to take over anything because taking over is the assumption that you're in control, that something is yours, and it's not. Without the wide eye, we are of the earth.
So instead of saying taking over would become the dominant, like social structure.
Yeah, but you can't because it's not part of the fucking culture of that conquering
Right.
sense of conquering and winning.
I mean,
The
it would
Earth-
have, right?
But if you
comes
said it
from
as
the wide eye.
expanding instead of just like
I think there is a
dominating or,
way,
like,
right?
having that sense of
I don't know if there is.
to diverge, and maybe the human species, there isn't another way, that if that exists, the other has to exist in that same dichotomy, that, and unfortunately one of those ideas will always overcome the one that doesn't have a need to take. And maybe that is just human nature, that they can't exist without each other.
Well, it's the reason why I think that socialism and Marxism are toxic. Because human nature says that somebody's going to want to take control of something, and whoever has the control of shit ruins it all. And it's not a person, a people, or anything. It's literally just human nature. Human nature causes motherfuckers to be this way. And when you have a leader who does not act this way, he gets pushed out. Because people look at him like he's a bitch. Because they want to conquer. And if you're not conquering on behalf of them, then fucking get out of the goddamn way. Because somebody will. And that's the history of the world. It's every war.
Well, I
Every
mean, that's the history
conflict-
of the recent world.
No, fuck no. That's the history of the world since the goddamn world began. What the fuck? You're telling me right now that fucking...
Where are you saying the world began?
I'm talking about go back to the fucking Persians, the goddamn Assyrians. All of them have all been conquering for the same thing. And no matter how you spin it, no matter who the fuck comes up, democracy, fucking the republic, socialism, Marxism, capitalism, communism, it doesn't matter. Whoever the fuck's in power becomes poisoned within a goddamn couple years, and then it's over. And everyone suffers. Because we've all got that need to control and own shit. And it's so ingrained in us. It probably made a lot of sense when we were hunter-gatherers. You know what I mean? There wasn't a lot of shit to have. And when you did find shit, you wanted to keep it for you and your homies. So that ingrained software makes sense. But now, in today's world, it just poisons us. And we're all fucking victim to it, whether we're doing it ourselves or we live under a fucking regime that's doing it. We're hopeless. And I don't mean to be all like nihilistic about it. I just mean, look at history. We're hopeless. We're about to start goddamn World War III because a bunch of people who don't remember World War II think that nukes are a good idea. All right. Good fucking luck. Read a goddamn book. Stupid ass.
That's a scary thought. You know,
Yeah.
World War III is, and I think you're right. Like we've been. Well, wars haven't happened in our lifetime in terms of coverage the way they did in our parents' generation.
No doubt.
And our grandparents' generation, of the ones who, of the people who are of our age, right? Our grandparents. I know my grandfather was in World War II.
World War II vet.
Yeah, and it's about that time, and that was a completely different war because the world didn't communicate nearly the same as it does.
My grandpa
now.
got a Silver Star and a Purple Heart.
My grandpa got.
Shot and got a Silver Star.
Damn. I don't know what my grandpa did. He played in the band. I know that. He
Tight.
played fucking
Those are the bravest
naval
motherfuckers,
band,
boy.
naval band.
That's the bravest motherfucker in the goddamn Navy.
Trying to change the mood of during war. That shit's wild. Fuck yeah.
Imagine. You're like the dude who plays the violin on Titanic.
He played what the fuck is the name of that thing? It's
The tuba.
it might be just a different version of a baritone, or it
Aruba.
might just be a baritone. I think it's a baritone. A baritone is like the smaller kind of marching tuba, so it's not this big fucking thing wrapped around you, but it's just
Titanic, 1998.
Oh,
Great movie.
that's a sousaphone.
Look up Titanic.
like a sousaphone is the one that wraps around you and then has the big bell.
Yes, which is just the marching tuba.
Ah, gotcha.
1909.
1998. The movie, asshole.
97.
For real?
What movie?
I'm still within a year.
Saving Private
Titanic.
Ryan? Titanic.
December 19th. So you were within 11 days.
Saving Private Ryan's got to be like 2001.
That one's got Jada Pinkett Smith in it, right?
98.
Is it really 98?
Yeah.
Dude, fucking Saving Private Ryan had some of the best fucking movie effects in 1998. Had to have. I assumed it was 2001 mostly because the fucking effects are so money.
I don't remember that movie.
Fucking fan. Fucking
Is Tom Hanks in that
fantastical.
movie?
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, he is. Tom Hanks is in every good movie.
Vin Diesel's in that movie?
Fuck yeah. Plays the
Really?
Italian homie.
Matt Damon?
Uh-huh. Why
Bryan
Private
Cranston?
Ryan?
Damn.
I mean, this movie, I think, won an Academy Award for Best Picture as well.
Yo,
Paul Giamatti?
hell yeah, but they fucking Steven Spielberg, I think, is what who did it, right?
Yeah.
So Steven Spielberg,
Oh, yeah. That
Colored-
Spielberg money.
they colored the movie like they desaturated the movie so that you got that real gritty, raw war feeling.
I know exactly what you're talking
And when they would play it on TV, so many people called in to complain to Showtime and HBO and goddamn all the places thinking their fucking TV was broken that they resaturated it for the TV.
to play on TV. Mm-hmm. Huh.
And so, like, this version that you're looking at now is the movie version. When you look on when you watch it on TV, it's got like green and all like the colors. Mm-hmm. Fucking great movie,
Like for '98, you're right. That looks
dude. Wild. The only movie with better fucking effects than goddamn Saving Private Ryan from the '90s, Jurassic Park.
Oh, have you gone to Jurassic World out here yet?
No, when Jurassic Park's gonna be what, 93?
93, yeah.
Fucking the goddamn 1993 had still to this day one of the most realistic T-Rexes you've ever seen. And think about that shit. We're talking about 30 fucking years ago. And the fucking T-Rex that shows its eye to the little kid when he's in the upside down car. You know what I mean? It's one of the fucking wildest, trippiest, realest looking fucking things you've ever seen.
Wild. I remember watching that movie as a kid and being fucking freaked out in those scenes where the fucking Tyrannosaurus is. Because to me, I mean, I was like 7.
Dude, to this day, it still looks real, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like one of those things where you look at it now and
Well,
you're like,
'cause it
oh, man,
was
I can,
real,
I
right?
can see
Like-
how that was bad. No, like, they were fucking, like, CGI and shit.
I don't think there was as much
No, I
CGI
think
in
they
the
did
original
have,
one. It's all animatronics.
Yeah, they did.
You're
The
an
first one.
animatronic.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
No one can see you, Eric. You gotta flip
No
the
one will be able to
goddamn
see.
camera.
No, I think they did a lot of it practical. I know they did a bunch of stuff through CG, and it was back when it took like a week or two to export like a couple of frames. And I know there's like one part of the movie when they're in a big room where the dinosaur just kind of disappears for a frame or two. Because they didn't have the budget anymore to re-export the video and spend that. Like, I think it was like more time than anything. But yeah,
That's wild.
shit's wild. Yeah,
Still, one of the hardest movies ever.
That was a good movie.
Fucking A.
They're all a lot of fun. I like all the Jurassic Park movies.
Not as good as Johnny
World.
Tsunami, though.
Still, is that your favorite movie overall?
Might be. I don't know.
What's the actor's name in Johnny Tsunami?
I don't know.
Has he ever acted in anything else?
Johnny Tsunami 2.
There's a 2.
Hell yeah. Back on board.
He goes back to Hawaii.
Johnny Tsunami 2, back on board. And they fucked up because they called it Johnny Tsunami.
Johnny Tsunami.
Big miss, Disney.
So it
Hire me next time.
his name is Jordan Baker.
Yep.
Not much.
That was his one-hit wonder, Johnny Tsunami. He put it away. He's like, well, I can't top that.
Johnny Capahala back on board.
Yep, right there, 2007.
Mm-hmm.
The Proud Family. He voiced the character on there.
All right.
Even Stevens.
Oh, I remember that episode.
One World. That's about it.
No idea
Justin
what that
jumps
is.
out of his seat watching Even Stevens. Johnny Tsunami. I can see it. Little 10-year-old Justin.
Shia LaBeouf is a goat. You know what I'm saying? Classic.
You were Shia LaBeouf for Halloween.
Yeah, I'll tell you,
once.
all my most, well, let's say, most of my favorite actors have played people with special disabilities. Tom Hanks.
What
Forrest
movie?
Gump.
Oh, yeah, Forrest Gump. Yeah, okay. Keep going.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. He played somebody with...
Yes, hold on. I know what it's called, too. It was named after his sister.
I do remember that movie.
And
He's
played
fucking
an
amazing
autistic-
in that.
Oh, my God. And it was a Disney Channel movie. Fucking incredible. What was it called? Shia LaBeouf.
I just remember him
And
like this scene.
It was
where he, like,
named
freaks
after the
out.
girl, after the main character, which was the chick. Put in Shia LaBeouf Disney Channel movie.
He's working on it. He doesn't have the Disney skills.
Well, he
like
just put in Shia LaBeouf, and the boy's got a fucking catalog. You can just look that up.
True Confession?
True Confessions, because her name was True. Trudy. And it was called True Confessions. Fucking fantastic movie. Leonardo DiCaprio.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I know that
What's
one.
Eating Gilbert Grape? Fucking classic movie.
That was when, like, I remember watching that movie and being like, oh, that's what acting is. Like, I didn't really, like, grasp it when I was a kid of, like, people are, like, pretending, right? But you see, because I remember you saw DiCaprio in that sitcom, right? He was like the foster kid that in a sitcom. Like, Family Matters. It wasn't Family Matters, but it was like a show like that, right? Like, shot from the living room, has the kitchen scene. It's like those shows from the 90s.
For real?
Pretty sure.
I don't remember that. Did
He
we
was
use
in-
camera?
Is he? Oh, I was like, why aren't you looking at my shit? Do my research too. Like, you're just over here doing all Justin's research. But you just lost the camera. But yeah,
Should we just call it?
he was in that movie, and then
We're doing 2 hours.
Let me finish this story. But
All right.
he was in that movie, and then I was like, because I knew he didn't have any. He doesn't have Downs, right? Because I think in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, he's playing a character that
Is it
has Down
Downs?
syndrome. I think.
I just assume everything's autism.
I don't think it was autism, but I realized like, oh, that's a kid acting, right? Because he's pretty young in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. He's probably a teenager.
He's like 13 or 14.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, he's like that's what acting is, and like he's really like pretending,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm convinced that
Dude.
he's not, because even at 13, Cap was fucking legit actor.
Oh, yeah. That's probably my top 3.
We got the Blair Witch cam over here now. It's all shaky and moving around.
Yeah. Move it like a music video.
You got to sniff and.
Oh, shit,
Oh,
cuz.
yeah.
Oh, shit, cuz. I'm getting dizzy,
Hey,
cuz.
this-
I'm about to fall, cuz. Oh, what? We're ridiculous. We should probably cut this for real, though.
Episode 41, making it fun with all
40
the technology.
motherfucking one.
And I just need to know, Eric, why are you going to give me something if I can't eat it?
Why the fuck?
You know what? I just realized that that's a great metaphor for us getting the beer and you not drinking it.
You know what the worst part is? You now
Not being able to drink it.
you don't have to press a button. You can literally just turn the camera at yourself, and you still won't fucking do it.
No.
All right, y'all.
boy.
Well, if y'all fuck with us, make sure you follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. That's where we post the most. I post stuff on Twitter when I can. Otherwise, holler at us. Either search or at LRVT Podcast. All one word. You'll find us. Ain't no one else with that name. Again, LRVT Podcast. Subscribe on the motherfucking YouTube. Follow us on fucking Facebook and Instagram. And eventually, we're going to have that fucking Spotify playlist And I'll make sure that's how you search that shit up too. You got anything else, Steven?
Support your local 7 specifically right now. Workers union are organizing to
Hell
at
yeah.
Green Dragon right now, and I think could start some of the first marijuana worker unions
Fucking
that
A.
I think would be amazing right now, and they're really struggling, but they have the support of Local 7, which is the same chapter and Teamsters that just helped out the King Supers group and got them all of their raises.
Fuck yeah.
And so support your local 7 people, sit
Power
on
to
those
the people.
strikes. Yeah. Yeah. Power to the workers, you know.
Fucking A.
Power to the workers. That's all I got.
Oh,
It's good
yeah.
to be back, y'all.
We don't fight, we kill in the Wild Wild West.
Play us out with the Wild Wild West
Oh,
song.
this song is like, we're about to make a new Wild Wild West. Just for
Wild
joy.
Wild West.
The Wild Wild West. The
Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West.
With the